Morning, everybody. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update on how my hospital visit went yesterday. Um, it's comical, really, because I've never been sort of with my health sort of really obsessed over it. You know, if I get the odd aches and pains or I get little problems, I sort of let it go. You know, I tend to be one of those that ignores it, and then when it gets to the point where I think, hang on a minute, and go to the doctors. And anyway, I had all the information to go yesterday, and I filled all the form in, and I took it back, posted it back, so they got all the... and when I was filling it in, it was saying admission form. And I thought, I just thought, oh, maybe if there's something serious, they've got to admit me right away, and that's why I'm filling in this form. Still thought it was just, go in, have a look, go out. Anyway, so the penny didn't drop at that point. I get to the hospital and my husband drops me off, and he goes off and parks. And I go up and sit in the reception or the waiting area, and she come out and she said to me, "Oh, you're third on the list today." And I said, "Right, okay." So she said, "So you won't be going down till 2:30. And I said, "Okay." And this was just gone, well, it was about 12:30. I got there, they told me to get there 12:30. So I said, "Oh, that's okay, I'll go off and, I'll go to the mall or something for an hour and I'll come back." She went, no. She said, "You can't do that. You need to stay here. I need to fill in some forms and go through some information. You need to have your band put on and all that kind of thing." And I went, "Oh, okay." The penny still didn't drop. So we goes in this little room, and she does asks all the questions, you're allergic to this, or what medication you're on, la la la, surgeries you've had, blah blah. And I was like, oh, let me think, because I wasn't prepared for all this. I'd already filled in the form, and I had real trouble remembering like surgeries. I know I've only had one surgery in New Zealand, and I had a couple things done in the UK, so I had to sort of cast my mind back for that. She must have thought I was an idiot, So anyway, she puts the band on and everything, and she said, "Right, so in a minute you need to put this get all your clothes off, and put this dressing gown on, and we'll come and get you." And I said, "Oh, okay." So anyway, penny still not dropped. So goes into the does all that, and my husband, because my husband took the dogs with us because he thought he could walk him in the park. Well, he's waiting for me, which is only going to take half an hour, which she said I asked how long the procedure is, and she said half an hour. And then I thought I was going to be on my feet and walk out and not have anything else to worry about. So anyway, so we walks down to the theatre, gets on the trolley, and then she tries to insert a drip line or whatever it is they put in your arm, your hand, and that didn't work because my hands were so cold. She said she was having a bad day yesterday because all the ladies that she'd done before me, their veins wasn't standing up, and she had real trouble finding veins. So I was sort of rubbing my hands, on the way down to try and keep them warm. Anyway, so she couldn't put it in this hand, so she put it in this one, so it went in this one okay. And she said, they put like a thing on my nose for air, and she said, "Lie on your side." And I said, "Okay." So I lied on my side. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in the recovery room. And I thought, oh, okay. And I sort of was thinking about it, and I thought, oh, I remember, I sort of remember trying to fight something happening around my mouth, like they were putting something in my mouth, and I sort of distinctly remember them, me trying to fight it off, and I distinctly remember saying, "Stop that, Deborah." Someone saying, "Stop that, Deborah, stop it now." And then it was blank after that. So I'm in the recovery room, and I wake up and I look over. Now I must have gone down, I think I ended up going down about 1:30, and it was 3:45 when I woke up. And I thought, huh? So I'm in this recovery room, and I'm rigged up to blood pressure and, this thing on my finger, and she's coming over. She's saying, "How you feeling?" And I said, "Yeah, great." I said, "Is it can I go now? She said, oh, no. She said, you've got to recover from the sedate, medications, or what do they call it? Sedating medication. And you won't be going for a little while yet. And I thought, this is more of a procedure I initially thought. I must have thought I was a complete dumbass, you know. So I'm lying there and I'm thinking, oh, okay. So then she comes over, she says, oh, I would like you to eat this ice lolly. So my first thought was, has it got sugar in it? And she said, yes, it's got sugar in it. I said, I can't eat that. I said, I don't eat sugar anymore, not processed sugar. She said, you will eat this because it's the glucosamine, the glucose in it will be good for you. You will eat it. I went, okay. So I ate the lolly, felt fine. I had a little bit of a sore throat, felt fine. So I'm there and I'm thinking, well, how long am I going to be lying here? And there was a couple of other ladies and a little child on the other side. And I thought, how long am I going to be here for? So then the doctor comes round then and she's got photographs of the inside of you, where she's had a look. So she goes and sees the other ladies and then she comes over to me. She said, well, everything's looking good. She said, you do have a small hiatus hernia. She said, but it's not at the stage where we need to do anything. Good. She said, the only other thing is everything looks fine down and around, going down your esophagus and then down into the stomach. She said, everything looks fine apart from the lining of the stomach looks a little bit inflamed. She said, so that could be causing you some pain, the pain that I've been getting down here. She said, so we've taken a biopsy and we're sending that off, and then those results will be sent to your doctor, and then you can get that from your doctor. And I've got this app on my phone, and when that comes through, it lets me know and I can read it, so that's quite good. I don't necessarily have to go to the doctors. So I said, okay. So I said, well, this has all been a bit of a shock. I said, I wasn't expecting all this. She said, oh, weren't you? And she said, well, it did say on your form, you won't be able to drive for 24 hours and, all that kind of thing. I said, I thought because my dad had it in the UK and he said he just went in, had it done and left, I thought it was the same procedure. And she said, oh, no, we need to sedate you and, put you out a bit. And then we can't let you out until, we've checked everything. You've had something to drink and eat and go on the toilet and la, la, la. I went, oh, my God. I said, I was totally unprepared for this because I was going to go in the evening. My friend and I were going to go to the cacti and succulent group. Where I had all that planned, what I was going to do afterwards. So that didn't happen. So anyway, I went back to the ward because then my husband said, God, because he was under the same impression as me. Now, I probably gave him that impression. He didn't read all the gumph, I did. And he said, God, I wonder what was going on. I said, so did I. So she did say to me as well that, you did fight us. And I said, I actually remember that. So whether they had to give me a bit more sedation, and that's why I was longer, I don't know. But anyway, so it's all good. I don't have to have any kind of procedure at this stage. So it's just waiting for that biopsy. So that's good. And I feel in a much happier mood today. Much more. I've been a bit grumpy lately, I must admit. I don't know whether that's because of over the road or because I've had this coming on. I don't know, but I feel much better today. I've had a really good sleep. I come home, I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I had a quick bite to eat, went to bed at 8 o'clock and slept virtually right through till 6:15, I think it was this morning I woke up. So I've had a really good rest and I feel great. Just wish the weather was better because it's grim out there at the moment, but it is what it is. I've got a few jobs to do with my houseplants, etc. So pardon me, I've just had my breakfast. So so that was good. So I ended up, I think we got home about 7 o'clock in the end. We did pop into one of the DIY stores and pick up some clay pots that I wanted. And plus we walked the dogs again because they'd been waiting in the car for quite a while, even though my husband was going back and forth, taking them out. And it wasn't a hot day, it was a cold day yesterday, so that was okay. And he always puts his seats right down, so they got the whole of the car apart from the 2 front seats, so they have plenty of room because it's a 4-wheel drive thing. So my advice to you is, when you think you're going to go and have a simple procedure, read the small print. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support, and I'll catch up with you again next week. Bye.